So in the distance, that's Dunblane, and actually looks like the sun's shining on it, which is a rare occurrence in my experience. Right down here is Kinbuck, looking up over here towards Blackbird and Gleneagles in the distance. Houses that you can see through the trees, the Glasingall estate. Actually has a tennis court in its grounds, very jealous. Yeah, I'm back to Dunblane again. There it is, where it all started. Yeah, what I love about golf is I think it's the challenge of learning something new at my age, which is never so easy. I think mentally for me, the whole coming out in the fresh air, you're surrounded by nature and beautiful, beautiful countryside. You couldn't get a more stunning setting than this. The weather isn't always as gorgeous as it is today, but even when it's raining or windy, it kind of wakes me up, it refreshes me. It can be incredibly stressful when you hit one good shot and then 10 trees. But I like the challenge of it, and because I'm new to it, I'm still learning, and I can sell it to myself. We only get better by learning from our mistakes. But it's something that I can go out and play with my friends, regardless of the abilities or the levels of each of us. And I want to be able to play with Jamie and Andy without being abused the whole way round. I really struggled after he won the US Open, because I came back to Scotland and I was washed out. Of course I was thrilled that he'd won, but I was absolutely mentally exhausted. And when I got back to Scotland, I absolutely crashed. I just crashed. And I don't think I went out the house for about 3 days. And then I had to go to a meeting. If I say I'll do something, I do it. And I really didn't want to go. Anyway, I went, and I ended up sitting at a table beside a guy that I'd known from my student days. And he said, "Come over here a minute." And I said, "What is it?" And he went, "Are you okay?" And I went, "Yeah, fine." And he said, "You're not." He said, "I've been sitting beside you for an hour and a half and you're shaking constantly." And I hadn't noticed, but I was constantly shaking. I looked down and I was like, God, I am. And I felt it was what I'd felt since I got back, just like nervy, everything shaky. He was the one who said to me, "You need to talk to people about this." He said, "You're not right." And he said, "It's okay not to be right." And he told me about some challenges that he'd had with mental health issues over the years. And he said, "I've got a guy that I talked to," and he said, "I'll give you his number." He said, "I'll speak to him first." He said, "If you're happy for me to, and I'll give you his number, and it's up to you if you call him. But he said he'll get it, and he'll talk you through it, and he'll help you." It must have taken me about 6 days to phone the guy, and then I thought, no, I'm still shaking. And so I phoned him, and he said, "Oh, I've been waiting for your call. I was hoping you would call." And he said, it's just accumulation of too many things, and then a huge rush of adrenaline, relief, etc. And then suddenly you're coming back down. But he said, find a friend to chat to. He said, open up as much as you want, or not as much as you want. But he said about when you share, it's an offloading. He said, you're telling me about it. And I did start to feel better. And I called him to say that I was starting to feel better. And he said, you may find yourself in a similar situation again, where there's another very busy period, lots of ups and downs, lots of challenges, lots of stress. And he said, you know what to do, but if you want somebody to talk to in confidence, anonymously, he said you would pick up the phone. And I've still got his number, and I've phoned him a couple of times, but really just to say I'm doing okay, and thanks for the help, and thanks for making it easy for me to talk, because I don't find that easy at all.